Alright, you are welcome to today's edition of a brief interview. So I would like to ask you some brief questions based on the notes you have read so far. Having acted on the capacity of the assistant board. So I would like to ask you a simple question. And maybe you have to help the audience to intervene, or maybe to see reasons with you why you have been acting so strange, so well, or maybe I'm trying to confuse the audience. I don't know whether you are trying to balance yourself between the capacity of the company and that of the board. So I would like to ask a brief question, and that question will be so simple. Why during the beginning of a loan on the title, on the one known as Genesis, I've seen it. Your secretary seems to be unaware that you have been promoted to the capacity of the board, or maybe were you the one that promoted yourself, or is there any kind of formal announcement, because you came with full authority, so people are baffled, people are wondering what is happening. You came in with a force which they couldn't understand. So during the time the secretary asked you when the board will be back, can't you see that she's starting to argue? She's starting to negotiate within herself that maybe you have been trying to, there's a funny game you want to play, because she was so baffled with the laugh. So why did you laugh?
The reason I laughed was just that I couldn't have the emotion to tell her that I overthrew the rules, but I sensed no reason to tell her, but with time she will.
Alright, so the company is trying to run into jeopardy, or maybe you have another agenda for the company, or maybe you are trying to rearrange the confusion of the company. But however, nevertheless, do the visitors that pay you visit in the second phase, which is known as which I think is power. The title was power. So why were you so passionate? Are they guilty of trying to say they want to see the boat and saying that they know the boat by feet? Because the audience are angry, or maybe some of them will be worried. Why did you do it? Why did you ask your secretary to work on her?
The answer to that is I worked them out because they just, as in, I told them, they want to argue with me, because I just dropped them the little comment I have, and I was even busy while they came in. You understand? So why they were asking me where's the boss, and I myself insist telling them that I am the boss. They're supposed to at least calm down and sit down first, then tell me the reason why they ask the questions. Then they are impatiently, they'll just tell me that they don't know the boss, and they know the boss by face, but not me, something like that. But they just, as in my face, even talking to themselves, and I was angry then I now sent them out.
Alright. So according to your own perspective, or maybe your own definition, because you are acting on the capacity of your own authority, it seems like you are going off course, can't you see? It seems like you are putting the company's world in a more tangible, maybe dangerous zone. Or maybe let me put it like this: if the other people will have to look at how you are viewing it, or maybe see things in your angle, they will say you are trying not only to overthrow the board, you are trying to reconstruct the company's policy to suit you. Okay, can't you see that it's having a negative, or don't you think that it will have a negative effect on the company's relationship with other companies? Or don't you care about it?
It doesn't matter.
So the company will just have to balance on the win game. So that's very nice, because I don't think that's okay with the people, or maybe that will be okay with anybody, especially your secretary. I've been so much on her. You once asked her to query her and gave her some commandments that she shouldn't let anybody in to see you again, especially those people that have been coming to see you. You warned her because we are looking at the upcoming clip known as Thrift, which is special. I don't know what the package is, but it seems like that from the name it indicates that there will be, you have something there, or maybe someone somewhere within the organization or outside the organization. We have to have something so confusing that the audience can't wait to see why it is called Thrift. So, having seen how it will load, or maybe anything, are you suspecting that somebody will be trying to betray the company, or maybe are you trying to suspect because you gave a explicit order on the advert of Thrift, telling the secretary that she should never allow anybody, such people again, to pay NEBC? Are you suspecting any foul play from anywhere? Are you suspecting that the secretary is up to something, or maybe those people, or maybe any of your staff is up to something?
No, I'm not suspecting anything yet, because all the documents left with me are still intact with me now. Do you understand? So, let's say with them, when there's another scene in another episode, you see something acting as showing you that some of those documents have been exposed and searched.
Alright. So you are trying to protect the company's integrity.
Yes.
But you are trying to reconstruct the company's policy. I don't know. Maybe are we trying to look out for that one?
We might.
Alright. So that's very nice. Hearing your voice, at least for this particular scene, so that the audience will know what to expect. The audience will have to be aware of what to be expecting on the next scene of Alone, which is known as Thrift. Because after that one, I hope there will be more. Yes, it doesn't end. Because you still have a lot, I think, which you don't want to portray now. You have a lot of things the audience will have to look out for. And I pray that you will not get caught, you don't get caught. Because if you get caught, if the boss will say, okay, what is your plan now? If the boss eventually if the boss returns, what is your plan? Or do you want to reserve that as well?
I reserve the comments, sir.
Oh, you don't want to tell the audience what you have?
No, it's better I reserve the comments. If I expose the comment now, people might be thinking to see it soon. But I don't want them to see. I don't want them to know something.
It's nice. I like your end. It's nice having this conversation.
You're welcome.
No problem.
Well, my name is NJP Taibeju.
Alright.
That's my name.
Alright. So in the clip titled Alone, we saw you on in the series 2, known as it is titled Power. So why what was your thoughts, or what have you been thinking that made the assistant boss to start acting that kind of useless, or maybe that kind of act? Because I see it as, I don't know whether to call it a useless act or maybe. So what do you have to say about how he walked you out, or maybe how he chased you and your colleague out, just in a blink of an eye, telling the secretary to walk you out?
Okay, coming to that your question now, I'm even so worried towards his action, because it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. So my mind is telling me that the assistant boss have something in mind. I mean, his decision towards the company is unpredictable. And the worst thing is that he didn't want to tell us the boss whereabouts. Instead, he's trying to claim that he's the boss, which is unfair.
So you are suspecting a foul play?
Yes, I'm suspecting that is he have something crook. He have something, maybe he's trying to hijack the company or something like that. Understand?
Alright.
So
to cap it, do you think the boss, or maybe do you think that the secretary has a say on what is going on in the company, maybe that she will have to rely heavily on the instruction of the assistant boss. If you were to be in the secretary shoe, what will you likely do?
Well, coming to that question, if I was the secretary, the only thing I would do is that since he is not my boss, I will try as much as possible to reach out to the boss and explain to him what is going in the company. So that's what I can do if I was the secretary.
So you are trying to say that the secretary is not wise enough?
Yes, the secretary is not wise. The secretary is not wise enough. As I was saying, the secretary is not wise enough because the boss is putting a lot of pressure. The assistant boss is putting a lot of pressure on her. So maybe she's afraid of him or something like that. But she doesn't supposed to be afraid of him because he's not her boss or something like that. He's just acting as the assistant boss. Reason because maybe the boss is not around, or maybe the boss went for a business trip or something like that. So I think that the secretary should try and communicate with the boss ahead and explain to the boss what is going on in his company, because the assistant boss, with his action that I experienced last time, maybe very soon now, the whole customers that the boss had in the company will just eventually escape like that, because his action towards us is very, very unfair, and he might act like that on others. So which is very, very unfair. I don't think that the assistant, I don't think that the secretary will just sit down and look at the assistant boss acting so strange like that. It's not really good.
All right. So you think the boss is supposed to be notified?
Yes, the boss is supposed to be notified because the assistant boss the way I'm looking at things now, that he has something in mind, something that is unpredictable. I don't know, Sha, but I can't even myself. I'm still confused. I'm still confused what is going on. I can't predict what is happening, sir. I can't predict.
Alright. Suppose he's not in town, or maybe. But do you have any advice, or maybe are you trying to say in one word or other that the assistant boss is driving the clients or maybe the customers of the company away with his attitude? Do you think that will bring a future problem between him and the boss when the boss eventually returns? If he will return, we never know yet.
Yes, I think so. Because with the action of the assistant boss, if he continues like this, the customers will eventually, just vanish and go to another branch or something like that. So, and once they leave, they can't
They are
come back
gone.
again. They are gone. They can't come back again. So that's the thing. Well, what I have to say is that the little advice I have to drop here now is that the assistant boss supposed to be nice and calm. So you're not supposed to be harsh, because this is not, the company is not his own. It's not his own. So
Yeah.
So I expect him to be nice, to be humble
To the company's customers.
to the company's customers, and abide by the company's rules
and regulations.
Yes, and regulations. Yes, if you want to achieve something.
Alright. We also learned that you left in anger with your colleagues when he walked you out, and you people tagged it embarrassment. Have you ever felt embarrassed like that in your entire life?
No, I haven't. I haven't felt such.
And having been a representative of a certain company, your company must have been thinking about, because we saw when you went back to your branch, we heard what your colleague was saying. She was naive. She was anxious about the future of the company's relationship with this particular company. So I don't know whether you you people are trying to buy a new idea, or should we watch out for the idea? What do you think you can tell us what to expect, or are we going to be kept in the limbo so that we can be watching out till you come up with another thing?
Well, coming to this your question, I don't think that I'm supposed to, expose what we have in mind. I just urge the audience to follow us on our YouTube channel so that everybody will know what is going to happen. Because me and my colleague is planning something intangible, because the deal we have with the boss worth a huge amount of money. When I say money, I mean millions of naira. So we can't just sit down and watch things going like this.
Right.
So I expect the audience to keep following us on our YouTube channel so that they will see what is going to happen. So I can't come here and expose our decision towards the assistant coach reaction.
All right, no problem. It's nice having you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
No
thank
problem.
you, sir.
It's all right.
Where is this secretary of a secretary? Let me sound this thing as a warning to you. Next time that these people will come here again and you let them in to see me, personally, I may take you out. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
By the way, who am I to you?
You are the assistant boss.
Shut up, are you stupid?
I'm not, sir.
Nonsense. Get out.
Go and get me the audit files.
Yes, sir.
Look after the office. I will be back.
Okay, sir.
What are you doing, man?
I'm looking for pen, sir.
Have you seen any pen there before?
No, I'm just looking
Have
for
pen been there before?
I'm looking for pen. My own finished, so I decided to use pen here.
I don't think so.
Is
I
there
don't think so. I'm suspecting something wrong here. See, if I look for anything here, you. In fact, go to your seat. Move. Gosh. Pen of 18. You're looking for a pen in my drawer. Why would you think wait for me when I come back to ask me for a pen?
Sir, but that would be too long before I'll ask you that. So I decided to look for it.
Why can't you tell me when I'm leaving?
My pen hasn't finished then.
Nonsense excuses. This will be the last time I'll come here and see you in this place.
Okay, sir.
Get up there and get your seat.
Sir, why?
Vacate that seat.
Excuse me. What's around?
Yes, it's around.
I got an urgent call from you.
Are you going to ask them for coming to see me?
Yes.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I hope all is well.
It's all is well. It's just that I want you to run total audit on this, on all these computers.
But why?
I'm suspecting embezzlement.
Embezzlement. Who would like to steal from your company?
No, just check first.
I need an access code to this system.
Okay. Secretary,
Sir,
give him the access code, all the access code we need it.
I can't, sir.
Why?
According to the policy of this company, I took an oath never to disclose the code to anybody.
Hello guys. I'm fine. Do you know where I'm coming from now? Because I escort one of my guy. One of my guy wants to marry, and I escort him to the guest parents so that he will do some introduction. So, but can you just guess what happened there? You know that immediately we reached that place, these people were busy arguing about religion, talking about religion, instead of taking the personality of my guy. They are busy talking about religion. So I'm so curious and confused about it. So please, can you just, what are the possible ways? Okay, I mean, what do you think? What do you think about this? Do you believe religion or personality?
I believe in religion.
Why? Because
Guys, wait. I was discussing with my friend here and I overheard you guys quarreling. What is it?
well, as you can see, as you can see that there's a lot of things going on. You know that one of my guy wants to marry. Then he asked me to escort him to the guest parents so that he will do some introduction. Understand? So, but you know that when we did there, the parents the parents and the kindred around, they were just talking about the religion, whether the guy is in the religious or something like that. Instead of them talking about personality. So I'm curious and confused. Okay, let me just ask you. What do you think about this? Do you believe religion is the best thing, or talking about when the person's personality? So what do you think?
This is really serious. Anyway, if I give you guys the answer you are required, please come inside, let's sit and talk about it. That's it. Okay. So, according my opinion, I suggest it should be the region.
Oh, no, you lie. It's personality. Personality matters a lot in everything.
I guess you are wrong, my
I'm
dear.
not wrong.
Okay, John, let me ask you one thing. Okay, what are your reasons for choosing religion instead of, what are your reasons for choosing religion over personality?
My friend, I suggest we should not go there by this time of the day. Because I have a lot of reasons. It will take us to go there.
Like seriously?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so now, what are we going to do about this?
It has nothing to do about it. The whole answer here, the best answer here is personality.
My dear, I still believe in religion.
I still believe I persist in personality. You can't convince me, neither will you convince me.
What will happen now?
No?
What will end this now is face off.
Right, that's correct.
You say it's religion, right?
Yes.
You say it's
That is
personality.
yeah.
Okay, that's all.
Okay.
Yes. I support the idea.
Right?
Yes, I support the idea.
Right, okay. Guys, you know what? No problem. Okay, I would like to show people in the hot seat. Then when we get there, we will emphasize this more. Understand? We are going to discuss it and bring out the details about this. Understand?
Well, dear, I bet you should not be there because I'll beat you mercilessly.
Oh, I think I'm going to do that.
Oh my dear, you
Because
see
I have numerous points to defeat you with that.
Thank you, I can see it.
Well, till then, on the hot seat.
Until then,
I dare you.
then, guys, just calm down until then. So, see you people in the hot seat.
No problem,
Understand?
no problem.
Alright.
Oh, it
But
seems
that's all
somehow
right.
it shows.
No, it's personality. It's personality, guy.
I still believe in it. It's religion.
Why
can't you see reasons?
I can't see reasons.
Why can't you see reasons? Hey, religion, there are a lot of reasons.
There's no reasons.
Decide.
They have few reasons
Oh
in
my
religion.
God.
But in personality, they have a lot. I mean, when I say I mean,
Okay.
many
You know what?
things.
There is no time for argument. We will see that in our hot seats.
Simple.
Thank you.